Hey everyone. Hey Taurus. Welcome to this space. Welcome to the month of August, our midsummer energy. Welcome to Leo season. I did skip everyone's excuse me, new moon messages. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I don't have my mic set up right now, so I'm just using my phone's microphone. But yes, I did skip everyone's new moon messages. My birthday had passed about a week and a half ago, and also just life occurrences that I needed to attend to. So but because I skipped your new moon messages, I am giving everyone an August message for the month of August. There is a lot going on this month, okay? We have Mercury still in retrograde. It's going to be direct on the 11th of this month, so it's coming up. We're out of the thick of it. We have Saturn in Aries, we have Neptune in Aries, we have Mars in Libra, we have Venus in Cancer. So there's a lot going on, y'all. There's a lot going on, and I'm sure those of you guys who are watching this, you guys can feel that energy in the pit of your stomach or somewhere in your mind. You just kind of feel like something is, some things are just off, or you just kind of feel a little bit foggy on some things and some decisions that you've made and whatnot. So we're going to dive into it, y'all. We're going to go ahead and see what the month of August has in store for you. Okay, so we're going to dig into how you're feeling, what you're thinking about, and some advice on, what you can do to make this month less stressful whenever stress does present itself, okay? And that usually involves other factors like relationships, like other people. So let's go ahead and jump into it, Taurus, into your reading. This is for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising signs. Please check your moon and your rising placements for deeper resonance, specifically your rising sign. I am reading for both sidereal and Western astrological charts. Take what resonates, leave what does not, okay? So let's see, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising signs. Ancestors, guardians, and protectors. What messages do we have for my beautiful Tauruses out there for their sun, moon, and rising placements for the month of August? So again, Mercury's retrograde could have caused a lot of bad communication, or maybe not caused it. I don't want to blame it on Mercury, just Mercury's absence, because of maybe some relationships or whether it's family, friendships, romantic partnerships. It could be whenever a planet pulls its energy away and goes into retrograde, we're kind of left to take the reins, right? We are not really receiving as much support from that planet. So there may be some instances during the month of August where we still kind of feel like we don't have it all the way put together when it comes to what to say or how to say it. Okay, now we have the card of achievement here. It's card number 30. Maybe some of you guys turned 30 this year. Maybe 30 is a significant number. It could be a date in time for you guys, or it's maybe the number 3. Maybe you're a life path number 3, but you can always take a look and see, what that numerology means for you. But it seems like in the month of August, you guys are really thinking, you guys are really wanting to achieve something. You guys want to gain something. You want to obtain something. You want some type of recognition from someone for some work that you've done, Taurus. We have healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. So healing is important. Healing is important. So there's some type of trauma, some type of heartache, some type of mental struggle, mental disruption when it comes to something that may have happened in your past, something that may have happened recently, or something that's currently happening now. There's something that you want people to understand about you, or some of you guys, Taurus, you feel like you guys have put so much work and effort into something and you're just not really getting the recognition that you feel you deserve. This can also be a situation at work. Okay. But others of you, if this is not necessarily how you're feeling towards something or someone, there are those of you in the month of August, you, because of the hard work that you've put in, you will be receiving some type of an award, some type of contract that you will sign with somebody or with a company that's, you know, could be a dream of yours. Because of all the healing that you've gone through, you know, you've shifted your focus for some of you. And a lot of you, this does have something to do with your career, has something to do with your education or a graduation of some kinds, getting accepted into a certain college or workshop. I don't know, but there's something here where you have really done a lot of work, Taurus. You've done a lot of work. Yeah, you've done a lot of work. You have time to shine. So August is a beautiful time for you. Okay. Again, if you know you come out of the month of August and you're like, well, I didn't win the award. Well, maybe it's because you need to shift your focus. There's some healing here that needs to take place. We're going to dig a little bit deeper into what that means for you. But you guys, just make sure that you have your eyes on the prize. You know, if there's any distractions in your life at this time, Taurus, that is, whether it's emotional distractions or, you know, actual physical distractions where you have, you know, someone is trying to get you to go in one direction and another, just make sure you keep your eye on the prize here, Taurus, in the month of August. Especially when it comes to money. Especially when it comes to money. Or some type of financial contract that you can sign with someone. So if your focus is more on a relationship, whether you're married or whatnot, whether you are just in a committed or domestic relationship, or whether you're single, whether you're dating, it doesn't matter. If you're focused on a relationship, that's fine, but just make sure that you are also focusing on your financial stability, your own financial security at this time, okay? Whatever's going on in your relationship to somebody or with other people, with your family, like that will sort itself out. And I feel like you're kind of being pulled away from, you know, like the relationships that are supporting you, the people in your life that are supporting you, who love you and who have done the work and are still doing the work to make sure that you understand that you are secure with them, that you are safe with them, and that they hold a huge space in your heart for you as much as you do for them. You're fine with those people. But if there's any type of relationship, Taurus, where you don't feel secure, you don't know how a person feels about you because they don't, you know, maybe you're dealing with someone who's very avoidant or someone who's a little bit too controlling, I don't know. If you're dealing with something like that, shift your energy towards this achievement. Shift your energy towards this promotion or towards this career. You need to shift your focus here. Okay? In the month of August, I'm not saying that it has to be like that the whole year. You know, this is specifically for the month of August. You know, we'll see what comes out the next month or for the next full moon phase for you guys. But so far what I'm getting is you really need to focus on your achievements financially. And again, this could be going to a class, going to school as well, getting a master's degree, maybe you have your associates and you want to get a bachelor's degree. I don't know. Maybe you want to get certified for something, or you're going to get a certification this month. But yeah, again, like if this is like relationships, I'm not getting big relationship vibes for you, because I'm getting the sense that whatever needs to unfold within your relationships with other people, good, for the good or the bad or whatever, positive or negative, it will unfold without you having to do much. You just need to kind of focus on your money right now. And the people who, again, the people who hold space for you, you don't have to worry about them. You know, they will check on you, they will be there for you. But the people who give you a bit of a hard time, you know, just let God handle that, right? Let your ancestors handle that. Let your guardians and protectors handle that. That is not for you to handle at this time for the month of August. I'm just getting for everybody, you know, every single zodiac sign I've read for, it's I'm just getting the energy of just staying in your own bubble, kind of staying in your lane, minding your business. We are in the age of Aquarius, so it's like, you know, you got to better yourself in order for the entire planet to improve, right? It's okay to want to help people. It's okay to want a relationship to get better, but you first have to, you know, as they say, put your own mask on before you put on the next person's oxygen mask. There was a card that showed itself and it said, move in a new direction. So again, if there's a direction that you've been headed in, especially when it comes to the emotional body, and you're just so focused on a relationship, or you're focused on an emotional situation, shift your focus towards money, Taurus. Shift your focus towards your finances. Everybody's been getting this card so far. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. All right, Taurus. Again, like I was saying before, if there is an emotional situation that you're dealing with, let it go. I'm not saying that you have to break up with anybody. I'm just saying let them deal with themselves. Let their guardians and their protectors, like, let them deal with that person. Heal your own emotions, you know. Don't go chasing after someone who is not willing to meet you halfway, right? If you feel like you're constantly having to meet someone all the way and do all the work to go to them, then it's not really much of a relationship. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a waste of your energy, right? This person or these people have to actually want to connect with you and actually care about you, right? Whoever you're dealing with, or if there's someone that you're dealing with, they probably really don't understand, or maybe they just don't care about how much work it actually takes for you to connect with them, right? They're not really understanding or being considerate of your energy. Okay, you have a drum, dream and journey. So focus on your journey, focus on your dreams, right? March, or, you know, dance to the beat of your own drum. You have she-wolf. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a water sign. You need to go out and have fun, Taurus. You need to go out and have fun. And then we have Sage. Be devoted and committed. So yes, there's this new path that has presented itself to you. There's a new portal that has opened, a new door that has opened for you, Taurus. And I really feel like if you're single and you're looking for a relationship, and that's what you're focused on right now, this new financial opportunity could actually have, I'm not saying that this person is at work, you could meet them at work, but this new opportunity, if you grasp it and you hold on to it and you embrace it and you allow it to bless you, you will end up meeting someone. But there is some healing that needs to take place. Okay, but those of you guys who are in relationships currently, no matter how troubled the relationship is or how good the relationship is, you need to focus on your achievements, the things that you want to achieve. Think about the last time you actually sat down with yourself and made a list of the things that you want, not of the things that you want with other people, right? What do you want? And move towards it. Move towards it. You may have some people who feel like, you know, your absence or you not putting in the effort into your emotional life, relationships is kind of bothersome, or you know, they feel like they're losing you, or that you're not giving them as much of attention as they would like you to. Well, that's because you it's not that you don't love these people, it's just that you have something that you really want to grow for yourself in your life, so that you can be secure, so that you can be happy. Bottom of the deck, we have hold space. So there is some maturing here, some maturing that's happening, some emotional maturity, because I keep seeing these two old men here. Hold space for the people you love, for sure. I'm not saying that you need to hermit and you need to like hide yourself. Go after what you want, though. Go after this money, go after this contract, go after this promotion, go after this leadership role, what have you. But as you do so, just remember that, you know, don't do anything out of spite in the month of August. Do it because you really want to do it, and it's going to make you happy and it's going to fulfill you. Okay? And just hold space. Hold space for yourself, right? While you go after what you want, just make sure you're holding space for yourself. Don't forget yourself in the process of it all, right? You remember, you're doing this for yourself. You're doing this to achieve something that is going to grow you and your life. Some of you guys, you may be a life path number 8, but I'm also getting that some of you guys, your past can be holding you back, right? Your past can definitely be holding you back, or you're in some type of comfort zone that you need to break out of. Others of you guys are probably like, if you're listening to this, you're probably in your mid-30s, you know, early to mid-30s, or this healing that's taking place in your life if you're older. This trauma or this past energy happened back when you were in your early 30s, early to mid-30s, okay? I'm just getting this sense you guys need to go dancing, maybe go take a dance class, singing classes, maybe connect with the water deity or connect with the water spirit, connect with the element of water if, you know, you got the ascendant. So this has something to do with how you appear to other people, right? How other people perceive you, and that has everything to do with how you present yourself. So definitely check your rising signs, like I always say, Taurus, whatever your rising sign is. Listen to the other readings that I have. If you have a rising in another sign that's not Taurus, then go listen to those readings. But with your ascendant, this is all about also how you dress. How have you been dressing lately? What clothes have you been wearing? What colors have you been wearing? You know, and it has a lot to do with what needs to be healed in your life. Okay, if you're not really putting your best foot forward in how you dress, it could be that you're depressed. It could be that you're in a relationship that's, you know, maybe not really fulfilling you, or you've kind of hit like rock bottom in a relationship with someone. I don't know, but or it can just be that you're just not fulfilled in your life, Taurus. Okay, but if this is not like your physical appearance, this is again about your aura, your energy. Like, what are you putting out there? You know, how are you showing up in your life? Because that's how people are perceiving you, and you may not know that. You know, it's completely normal not to be aware of how people perceive you unless they actually say blatantly, like in a blatant way, like, this is how I view you, or this is what I thought the type of person you were. So you could have some people who perceive you in a certain way that could be just completely wrong to who you truly are. We have the first quarter moon here, and it says momentum, initiative, and magnetism. So yeah, there's like this energy of needing to attract what you want. How can you do that? Again, the clothes that you wear, how you do your hair, or even the scents that you wear. Like, what, like, how are you presenting yourself to the world? That's a good question to ask yourself, Taurus. How are you presenting yourself into the world? Some of you guys may feel like maybe you're trying too hard, You know, you're putting maybe you have a mask on and you're putting yourself out there like you're just happy-go-lucky, bubbly person, or that you're an extrovert, when really you honestly just would prefer to just kind of keep to yourself and be an introvert. I don't know. How are you putting yourself out there at work? How do you present yourself at work? Is it truly you? Okay, we have Saturn, discipline, obstacles, boundaries. Yeah. This healing that you need to go through, this healing that you need to face this month of August, Taurus, has a lot to do with lack of discipline. It has a lot to do maybe with lack of boundaries within your relationships to other people. It could have a lot to do with the amount of emotional support that you are trying to provide other people, but then not receiving the same emotional support back for some of you. How are you facing your obstacles? What happens when an obstacle is presented to you, right? When you run into a wall, you know, do you allow your emotions to engulf you, whatever those emotions are? Sadness, anger, resentment, frustration, fear, doubt. Like those are all emotions, right? Do you just stop in your tracks and you just, you know, you're just waiting for the next thing to come around? Or do you try to move forward and just make a U-turn and say, okay, I'm just going to try a different direction, right? So if you're kind of stuck in something emotionally, it's time to break out of it, right? Again, do some movements, do some exercises, do Pilates, do some cardio, take a dance class, or find some place where you can go dancing, or, you know, singing, you know, do something that is going to help you break out of your shell, Taurus, so that you can move towards this achievement, this promotion at work, or to move towards a leadership. I really feel like there's some of you guys, there's a leadership role here. Yeah, and you have the full moon. So we do have the full moon coming up. We do have the full moon coming up. And this has everything to do with letting go, surrender. So again, please let go of whatever emotional attachments you have to someone or something, because that's what's holding you back. That's what's holding you back, you guys. Okay? Don't worry about what someone's going to think. Some of you guys may feel like, well, if I, you know, you may just be thinking this silently. You know, you may get that feeling of doubt and fear of, you know, what if these people get upset with me? Or what if this person doesn't want to be with me? What if this person thinks that I'm gonna, you know, that I'm gonna leave them? Like, you could be thinking a lot of things, Taurus, about what other people may think about this direction that you really want to take. You kind of have to just sacrifice that. You have to let that go. You have to let that go. Okay? It's interesting, as I'm sitting here, I'm like smelling like a burned smell. And I know it's not in my house, it's from outside. I live in a very dry climate here. It's interesting that I'm smelling that as I'm talking to you about release. And I think that there's some type of weight that needs to be burned off of you. There's some type of, again, cardio might be really good for you. Movement, Taurus. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So this has everything to do with your work. It has everything to do with work. You know, looking at the details of the work that you've done. What are some things that you need to critique? What are some things that you need to finish? What are some things what is something that you need to start, you know? Answer those emails, right? Send out those phone calls, or finish that project, make some progress on a project, what have you. You have work to do. And again, you need to be more invested in whatever work is in front of you than being invested in your fears and your doubts and what you might lose and what needs to be sacrificed. Like that just, you know, that just comes with the territory. But if there are relationships that you're afraid of losing, if you end up losing a relationship or losing a friendship or whatever, or a family member doesn't want to talk to you, or they get upset with you because you choose yourself, then that relationship just wasn't worth your time anyway. So the month of August is about work, you guys. Get your work done. Don't get lazy. Don't get lax because of your emotions. You know, if you're chasing after something in order to feed your emotions or to try to change how you feel, that can be a little bit dodgy as well. So, you know, if what you're doing is not productive when it comes to trying to change how you feel or trying to make yourself feel better, then, you know, try to make sure that you're careful with that in the month of August. You have work to do. So if you're feeling sad or if you're feeling frustrated, like, do some exercises, do some meditations. Yeah, the past is definitely holding you back. You're kind of still carrying a past situation, and it's causing you, it's kind of affecting you even financially, like the way you move financially, the way you move towards your goals and things that you want, Taurus. Your past, this could be a past relationship or someone that you've been with for a long time. You met them when you were younger, or you've been with them for like 6 years or more. But this, you know, with the Six of Cups here, this is what's holding you back, y'all. Now, you guys can also be thinking of the past in a very nostalgic way, okay? You could be thinking about some relationships from your past. You could be thinking about what was going on when you were growing up. You know, maybe you do need to contact your family, okay? Or somebody in your family, maybe a sibling or a cousin, but again, if this is an ex, or if this is someone that you are currently in a relationship with, Taurus, like you've known them for a very long time. And there's just some emotional ties that you have with this person, place, or thing from your past that needs to be healed so much. It needs to be healed, okay? Yeah, you have the Hermit. Yeah, you need some time. You need some time. You have the Six of Wands. That's Leo energy. So you have Virgo. So some of you guys, yeah, you have the Eight of Cups now. So you guys are walking away from something, Taurus. Like you need to emotionally detach yourself. Once again, this is not about, some of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn or a Virgo. Others of you are definitely dealing with a water sign here, or you have a lot of this water in your chart. You need to be strong here. Some of you guys are physically walking away from someone, but when I see the Eight of Cups and the Six of Cups, I see that eventually you'll walk away. But as of right now, in the month of August, I just kind of see some type of emotional detachment from the past. You know, whether you like it or not, this is something that needs to be rid of out of your mind. Like, you need to just be like, you know what, that happened. That was in the past. Like, I just need to let it go. Yeah, some of you guys, you're definitely really connecting more with your masculine energy, or, you know, you're really connecting more with your leadership energy. You're just moving forward with this Aries energy because you have the Emperor. So yeah, we have the Knight of Coins. So you're more focused. You're more focused here. You're more focused. Or you need to be, if this is advice for you. Like, August is all about being focused. August is about, how do you want to lead? How do you want to, or if you're not leading other people, Taurus, how do you want to move within your own life? Be the boss of your own life. Be the CEO of your own life, because it's your life. And you need to just let go of any codependent behavior, codependent relationships, or any type of emotional attachments to things, that people, places, or things that are not really growing you, right? Let's go ahead and clarify these. We're going to clarify the Eight of Pentacles for you guys, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for this month of August. But how do you want to show up? How do you want to manifest or attract or pursue what you want? You're in charge of your own life, okay? You're in charge of your own life. No, you don't really know where you're going. You have the Eight of Cups and the Moon here. There's the healing there. There are some things that you're not sure about. There's some things where you can't see in front of you, right? But follow your spirit. Follow your spirit. Follow your soul. Follow your intuition here. Yes, there's going to be a tug and pull at times. Yes, there's going to be ups and downs when it comes to this work that you need to do. But you need to be confident, Taurus. Be confident. Go out. You have the Knight of Wands here. Go out. Go have fun. Go meet new people or make some new friends. Let's clarify the Six of Cups here regarding your past. You need to, you know, light your fire. Be seen. Show people that you're awake. Show people that you're available. You know? Show people that you're ready to be a part of something, you know, a part of a group, a part of a project, a part of a team effort. Discipline yourself. If there's any part of your life where you're feeling you're being a little bit lax or lazy, pick yourself up out of that little hole that you're in, or that little cubby hole that you're in, and, you know, get dressed, put your makeup on, or, you know, put that perfume on or that cologne on, you know, get up and do your hair, get up and take a shower, whatever, do a workout, go out, go for a walk. Okay? Do something meaningful for yourself, Taurus. Do something meaningful. That's just so important. All right, let's keep going. Ooh. Three of Cups. Yep, there goes that healing. Knight of Cups, clarifying the Six of Cups from the past. Heal the past. Stop moving back into the past. Stop living life in the past. Let it go. Whatever's going on. If there's a breakup that happened recently and you're just hurt, hey, pick yourself up. Even if you got to cry while you're doing it, pick yourself up. You're going to be okay. All right? Ten of Swords. Yes, yes, there's an ending. Of course, there's an ending. I get it. It hurts. Your ego's been hurt. It was a long time coming, right? Knight of Pentacles. You got to stay focused, you guys. You got to stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. If you lost a job, it was meant to be lost. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the Emperor. Last but not least, your heart has been exposed, right? Your heart has been exposed. You've been hurt. You might be feeling a little vulnerable right now. Yeah, we have the, yep, perfect. We have the Two of Wands. Aries, clarifying Aries, the Emperor, confidence. What has happened to you doesn't have to define who you are. If there was a breakup where you had to break up with someone because they showed you time and time again that you just didn't matter to them, it doesn't mean that you didn't matter, you don't matter as a person. It just means that they have their own problems. They have their own path, right, that they need to walk. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Yes, it's been a hard journey. It's been a lot. You have the Ace of Cups, filling your own cup up. The King of Pentacles, focusing on your money. Three of Swords, healing your heartache, healing from words that have been said to you that hurt you. Some of you guys are moving into your own home. Some of you guys are meeting someone new and moving in with them. You might be a fire sign. Some of you guys have fire in your chart, but let fire be your guide. Let fire help you in a healthy way, okay? Not in a toxic way. Connect with a healthy fire sign if you need to. Or maybe you need to listen to Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, is because I see Sagittarius here as well, but watch Aries reading. Even if you don't have Aries in your chart, watch the reading for Aries, or watch the reading for Sagittarius. Okay, watch some, not necessarily on my channel, but just like listen to what they're going through, listen to what their guides are telling them, and maybe that might help you, Taurus, to go after what you want finally. Okay, much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Aries.